Hello and welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. My name's Dustin and I wanted to give you some step-by-step directions on how to get trades done in your fantasy baseball league. Now some of this stuff might sound a little self-explanatory, but you're probably getting some of the same bad trade offers that I'm getting and wondering what these people are thinking when they're doing it. First thing, it's simple. Find out who your best trade bait is. Go through your team, find out which player has value that you can afford to give up without compromising your team. So let's just say you're stacked at outfielder. Now you don't just want to take that player and go out and just start sending trades. You need to go through all the teams in the league and find out who actually needs an outfielder. You normally find maybe 2 or 3 teams that need what you have to offer. Now you need to go through those 2 or 3 teams and find out who on their team might help your team. But you need to really make sure that that trade makes sense for both teams. Let's say you want a second baseman and you're trying to trade with this one team, but they only have one second baseman and you're not offering them a second baseman in the trade. They're probably not going to want to do that. No one wants to do a trade and then have to instantly go to the waiver wire and try to replace the player they just traded. So you have to really make sure position-wise that it makes sense for the other team. Another thing you have to be very careful of is when you find out who your best trade bait is, you can't send him out in a million trades to a million different teams. You're going to devalue the player because people in the league will talk and everyone's going to wonder why you're trying to get rid of that player so bad. So just really try to limit how many trades to each team you send with the same players in it. And now if you know the people that are playing in the league with you, that is your best resource. Don't send trades, don't send texts, call the person and talk to them. You'd be surprised how much crap you can get out of the way in a 5-minute phone conversation and really get the ball rolling on a potential trade. And one thing you really need to do is turn the trade around and put yourself in the other person's shoes and see if you would actually do that trade. If you're not having to think twice about sending the trade, it's probably not a good trade and you probably shouldn't send it. And one thing we're trying to get going on FantasySmackTalk.com is in our Major League Baseball section of our forums, we have a trade section where we're encouraging people to go on and post trades that have happened recently in their fantasy league. And this will be a great resource. We're not only where we can go on and talk about these trades and see what's going on, but you can maybe get some ideas on what might help your fantasy baseball team. Well, that's it for this edition. I'm Dustin, and we'll see you next time.